Yeah, the first time I played center, I was strapped on my pony baseball cleats. I was about 7 years old.
Yeah.
So besides that, I've been taking some reps at center this year, taking practice when the other center was injured with a head injury during the beginning of the year during training camp. So I took reps then. I've been slowly taking reps ever since.
And Todd said you're really picking up quickly. I mean, is it really sunken in like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're playing guard, you're right next to the center, so you see how his movements are, and you see how he makes calls and everything, so you pick up very quickly. And guard and center are very close in the way they pass block and how they have to run block because you're playing at phone booth, so it's not that hard to adapt.
You feel like you're better suited well to play that position? Because, I mean, you came up with tackle, prospect, guard. I mean, where do you feel best?
It doesn't matter to me. Wherever I can go in the field, I'll be able to eventually talk to the great center, Sean O'Hara, about that. He played guard, he played tackle in college and switched to guard in the NFL, so you have to be versatile before you play.
What? I'm going to make you ask. Sorry, I'm going to probably make you answer the same questions again, but what's the biggest adjustment for center, Chris? I mean, because blocking, I would assume, like you just said, pass blocking, run blocking isn't that different for center guard, but between communication with the other linemen or snapping with the center, what's the adjustment?
The biggest thing at center is being ready for all the alerts and kind of overseeing the whole offensive line. At guard, you just kind of take orders, and even if you know they're wrong, you do it because you'd rather have 5 guys on the wrong page and country divided. So at center, it's just it's a lot more mental. And with the guy right there, you have to be wary of him and see how much he plays because he's so close to you, so you can't react. You don't have as much time to react. So that's probably the biggest difference between center and guard.
How about the snap aspect of it? Is that comfortable for you? Is that, I mean, I would imagine that's a little different.
Yeah, it never bothered me. I mean, I hit my privates a few times. Snapped on too high, but after a few first times, it's second nature.
Chris, was that with both snaps, the regular, under the center and the shotgun?
Yeah, I mean, it's luckily I have Gary, he's a purebred athlete over there, so, I snap it, he's going to get it. I like to keep him on his toes, too.
Chris, number 63 for Ohio State, one of their interior defensive linemen. What jumps out to you about his play?
He's an excellent player, He's a high motor guy. He's extremely physical, and he's a dominant player, and I just knew it was going to be a great challenge.
How much of a potential disruption to you in the offensive line in general is this whole thing?
I don't know. I mean, we go with the flow. That's the best way to describe it. And it's just it's not that big of a disruption. Dorian's been able to step right in. He's gotten reps in games before, so he knows what it's like, and he's also practiced with the first team a lot. So luckily we mold together with each other very well. You need to get new phone. That thing's old.
I have this.
When we hear about the offensive line, they need to be in sync. They need to be together. The units that play them together the most are usually the better ones, as we thought with you guys coming in because you played so much last year.
What do you mean thought?
No, yes, you are. Oh, well, we thought coming into the year when we expected. But, I mean, so in terms of timing, being in sync, being that one unit, no major disruption in your mind?
No, not really. I mean, you kind of go with the flow. Like, I have to go with the flow when Todd and JJ rotate. So, luckily with Coach Browning, as we do so many drills together, we've just kind of become all sync. We're so much closer when we only had 13 guys in the spring. That really brought us all together close, and we can all work well with each other.
So how much of it is you working on your thing, and at the same time, are you also trying to help Dorian with your old position?
Dorian plays like a veteran player. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and he's able to pick things up really quick. And, I mean, he moved from left guard to right guard, and he picked up in less than a week, so, I don't really have to worry about Dorian.
Chris, you went to a kind of like a run-first school in high school, and Dorian went to a Group 1 school. Are there any parallels you can see between the learning curve that you both went through?
Yeah, the world was against us. Everyone passes now, but I can't really see any parallels.
Okay.